Hello YouTubers and welcome to another round of Tough Time Trials. Today I'm going to be talking about a piece of tech that I don't particularly like very much. Yep, you were probably all thinking it. It's the Surface RT. I got this Surface a couple years ago when I was looking for the Surface Pro and didn't know any better. Bought one, realized it was absolute rubbish, and really haven't used it since. And here's why. Number one, the reason you would use Windows in the first place is because Windows has such a large application base, right? You can download something and run it on your computer, and it's usually free, right? The issue with Mac is that there just aren't enough applications, and the issue with Linux is the same thing, except that, well, nobody knows how to install the applications once they have the Linux. Windows is supposed to be the operating system that lets you do kind of what you want without really letting you know how. But this just doesn't do that. It's running what's called Windows RT, which was a failed project by Microsoft. They no longer support it. Basically, it resembles Windows 8. They tried to make a version that looked like Windows 10. The issue is, it didn't have the functionality of Windows 10, so it was kind of pointless. One of the things that I epically dislike about this computer, aside from all its software issues, is the angle of the kickstand. Now, the Surface became well known because it had the kickstand. For whatever reason, people thought it was better than having a laptop that had just friction. So, this was one of the first tablets to actually have this feature, and it went over like nobody's business. But it's only got closed and slightly open. The issue is, when I'm trying to use it on my lap, it's never quite far enough open for it to actually be supported, so it always wants to either lean back or close in on itself, which is really annoying. The other physical thing that I dislike about it, it's a flat typing surface. There's no way, unlike the Surface Pro 3, where they introduced the sort of raised keyboard aspect using magnets and whatnot, this device can't do that, so whenever you type, it is flat on the ground. The issue is, the Dell Venue can do the same thing for full Windows and about the same cost, so why would you even consider the Surface? The answer is, I don't know. I don't know why this was a popular device. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't actually run Windows. It doesn't actually stand up. You can't actually type. And yet it was a popular device. I'm guessing that it's now less popular. If you look on eBay, you can find these for not very much at all because people are so anxious to get rid of them that they're practically giving them away. Now, there are a couple of nice things about this, well, Windows RT in general. Number one, it comes with a free version of Word and Excel and PowerPoint. So, if you're looking for a free and easy way to get Word on a device, this would be a way to do it. This will cost you about as much as a single subscription to Word, I think. Roundabouts. Now, I tried to do something that actually would make this useful. I installed TeamViewer on it. You can install any application on here that is in the Windows Store that's meant for Windows 8 tablets, or meant for Windows 8. It cannot run things that are designed for Windows 10, unfortunately. There aren't very many apps that will do that anymore. But I installed TeamViewer on here in the hopes that I could then connect to a device here at home while I'm on the go, and then be able to use it that way. Here is the issue. Number one, I've got no idea how to use TeamViewer, so it didn't really work. Number two, that assumes that I have an internet connection on my device, which I don't always have. So really what you're left with then is an overly expensive tablet that doesn't run any real software, with the exception of possibly Netflix. And it doesn't even do that. I give out a lot of good reviews on Tough Time Trials, but this is not one of those times. This device is a purely terrible device that you only should get if you really have all the other devices already and can't think of another one. If you're looking for a useless tablet and don't feel like spending the money on a Surface, I would recommend you get this useless tablet. This is the Amazon Kindle Fire 4, I want to say. The Amazon Fire 4, is that what? This is the Amazon Fire 4. And it runs the Fire operating system, which is mostly rubbish. It limits the number of apps you can use, just like this. You can use a full version of Word on here for free, just like this. And you can watch Netflix in low resolution, just like this. Here's what you get in the Surface that you don't get in the Amazon tablet. Number one, you get better speakers. If you would like the ability to listen to music, this is not for you. Not at all. This will give you the ability to type on a Surface. It's not a great typing surface, but it is indeed like a keyboard, which you can't do on any tablet that I know of. Now, if you look at the keyboard, it has a lot of useless buttons. Let's go through all of them. Number one, it has these. This is mute, volume down, and volume up. Well, you've already got the one on the side of the screen. Why would you fidget for keys when you could just go like that? I don't know. Number two, the search button. When you tap this on a regular Windows 10 device, usually Windows Cortana will pop up, which is the virtual assistant similar to Siri or the Google Assistant. Why they have it on here, I don't know, because it doesn't really do much. And then they couldn't really think of any other features to put on along here, so they put the home and the down, or the page up and the page down keys. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to have keys, buttons to push, you could use those. There's not a whole lot of point to this. And it's detachable. Why? Why would you buy this device? That's a good question. I don't have the answer. Everything you can find in this device you can find in others that do it more efficiently or better. There's really no point to this. At all. Like, literally, no point at all. If you're looking for something similar to this, but don't want to shell out for a full version of Windows, look at the Surface 3, which is the essentially, it runs full Windows and you can download and install EXEs and all the other things that you love about Windows, but you're not nearly paying the hardware price that you would do for an Intel processor. Essentially what it is, it has the Intel Atom, which is a small ARM-based processor that they've adapted Windows to run on. The thing about the Surface 3 is that it actually will allow for pen usage. The Surface Pen, which they first included in the Surface Pro 2, but did not actually support on the regular series until the Surface 3. So, in summary, it's rubbish. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and please give the Microsoft Surface RT a thumbs down. If you like tech reviews and are curious what other sort of old devices work or don't work anymore, go ahead and click on subscribe. I do a lot of these sort of things. Talk about old tech and see how it fits into the world as it stands and which ones have lasted the test of time and I haven't managed to break yet. If you're interested in that, please subscribe, and also go ahead and click on this link here and you will be glad that you did. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.